Hi guys, how are you? So I'm back again with another story. So what am I going to talk about today? So today I just want to share something very important. Actually, I believe, because this is one of the things that people keep on asking me, and then yani wanakuja inbox kuniuliza about it. So I want to share how about how I came to UAE, which nilitumia njia gani, or whatever, all the whole process, sawa sawa. So first of all, and why did I come to UAE? First of all, why did I come to UAE? Kiherehere too. Nothing much beyond that. But at some point, I really felt like I needed a change of environment. I had been in Nairobi for quite a long time, and I really felt like I needed to move towns, and I needed a change. Really, I needed a change. I was feeling like, this environment here, it's not just making any sense. And also to boyfriends tulikuwa tunanipatia stress, sawa sawa, tuko pamoja. So I felt like I was ile una feel like you're going back and forth when it comes to relationship. You're not moving on and everything. So I thought the distance also will help, and it really did help. Mutu alioa. So it was, and for me, really, I'm happy, because I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't move. I didn't He wouldn't be where he is if I didn't move also, but he would have. Yes, wacha tuongee mambo yetu. So where I am, I wouldn't be where I am, and I wouldn't have done the things that I have done so far. So it has been quite an experience, and everything. So far, I have been in this country for like 4 years. This is my 4th year, and vile kunaendelea nitachapa ingine na ingine. Because I haven't achieved the things that I really want to achieve, and I have a lot of things pending. You know, when you're coming here, you only tell yourself, I'm only going there for only 2 years, but it doesn't work like that. Unachapa shock, unashanga, and you meet a lot. There's so many things, yani. I don't know how to explain. So I came here in 2016. I was working in I had a good job, actually, and I was working in Nakuma Junction. I can't really say between Nakuma Junction and Satellite, I used to pay only 20 shillings. So transport was not an issue, and I was able to save nikiherere tu, kusema ukweli, nikiherere. So and I came here, and and I came direct to the job, because which channel did I use? I used an agent. Sawa sawa, tuko pamoja. I used an agent kukuja huku, and actually I did my research. Really, I did my research. So anyone who wants to come here, do your research. Fanya research proper, because I can remember that time before I found this agent, I had spoken to another agent who had brought tulikuwa tumepanga anyway with my aunt, tulikuwa tunasaikiana tutaenda yani tutakuja Dubai ama Qatar. So we had found an agent in Coast, and that agent had some jobs, and my aunt went for the interview and she got the job, and she went like 2 years before me. So, but for me, I was still I don't feel like I want to go. I still felt like stucky. I wasn't ready at that time. So I didn't go for the interview and everything. So sinikabaki tu Kenya. Then after some time, nikiwa tu Kenya, a friend of mine came and told me her sister found a job, and she was going to Qatar, I think, with an agent in Westie. So she gave me the numbers and everything. Me na my best friend Mary tukachochana. 2020 Dubai, konene. So after kuchochana tukasema we are coming to yani we will do, tukaanza research. So kuanza research tukaenda kwa ule agent and then tukaona so by then my uncle, I have an uncle who stays here. He had given me the number of the agent who brought me, and the agent name is Skyway Global. Iko karibu na GPO, hiyo area GPO. Hiyo there's a certain garden there, sijui inaitwa Jivanji ama inaitwa nini, ako kairi anyway. So that's those are the guys that I came with. And to say the truth, when I went to the one in Westie, I looked at that office, nikaangalia environment, nikaona this thing is not adding up. You get? Because this agent anawaitisha, she was charging us around 70 Gs. And then if you look at the office, akai mtu analipwa 70,000 zinaenda wapi hata kama ni rent. You get? The office was not looking so good. It was a partition, hakuwa na equipment, yani alikuwa tu anakaa mtu tu anakaa kuhama kesho. So me, I told my friend, huyu a sound convincing. You get? So tukaenda kwa huyo watao. So the Skyway Global, and this is not like marketing anything, I'm just because there are so many people who reach out to me and ask me questions like, how did you go, how is it and everything. So I just want to share my experience. So this Skyway Global person, wako located mahali pazuri. They have an office, they have equipment, they have everything. You get? So ukiangalia huyu na uangalia huyu mwingine unaona huyu wakai kuhama kesho. But let me tell you, if an agent is a con, is a con. Hata kama ako na equipment hata hama. You see, so you really have to do your research very well. So by then my uncle had told me this agent alikuwa amelete some ladies job ya nini ya receptionist and everything. So I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, Mungu, by the way, God guides you. One way or another, God will guide you. You know, for me, I think God guided us. So we paid our registration. We registered, I think it was 3,500 or 3,000. Hapo. And we started the process and everything. It took quite some time, kusema ukweli, kwa sababu hata sisi hatukuwa serious by then. So it's a process that requires a lot of patience, and then also kwa sababu unataka a good job, you also need to be very patient. Because my uncle, I inquired from my relatives, and my uncle told me, the one I stay with, my uncle told me, no, don't take a job that is paying you less than 50 Gs, you know. And by that time I wasn't understanding anything, sikuwa naelewa. But kwa sababu ile job yenye nilikuwa nafanya Kenya, I was getting paid. It was enough money for me, considering I didn't have a family and I didn't have any expenses. Nikukunywa tu na pare after pare. So it was good, you know. So ukiniambia ati so for me, I was just looking for a job which was paying me higher than what I was getting in Kenya. So I was willing to take anything, and I was figuring out maybe life ya huku na life ya Kenya, it's all the same, you know. But to my surprise, it's not all the same. So by now I understand why my uncle was telling me not to take any job that was paying me less than 50 Gs. And for real, me, I would advise someone, if you're going to get paid less than 50 Gs Kenyan shillings, don't take it, because life here is quite expensive. It's expensive, kusema ukweli, it's expensive. So but if you don't have a choice, you can take, but don't take a job that is less than me hata sijui, siwezi hata jua how to advise someone. Because for me, I thought let me just take this job, and then after some time I'll go and look for another job, si ndio? Yani hii ni stepping stone, of which some people it works. Like the friend I came with, she already has another job. Me bado niko kwa ile kampuni, and it's not like I have not been applying to other companies or anything. I have, but Mungu na mipango yake, you get? So but I can't really complain about the payment I'm getting also. Like it's just enough. It's not what you're supposed to be. Si ile unaweza kaa useme you know, but it is enough for me for now. Yani, it's something that I can work with. Wacha tuseme hivyo. But if you're going to be paid less than 50 Gs, my friend, don't take it. Leave it. Ka Kenya. You know, stay in Kenya. Better you have a job which is paying you like 25 Gs in Kenya rather than come here and get paid 30 Gs. You know, because life is so expensive. Mark you, life is so expensive here. Kwanza transport and everything. Anyway, I'll share also my first experience, yani uku and everything. So, me, I came with an agent. Which agent and how much did it cost me? Approximately, it costed me like around 200 Gs. Kusema ukweli. Aki. Why? Because the agent by that time was taking, I think, 120. Yeah, alikuwa na kula 120, 150 if I'm not wrong. And the reason as to why he was so expensive is because ilikuwa chain of reaction. Yeye alikuwa agent ako Kenya. Kulikuwa na agent mwingine huku mwenye anamconnect na kampuni. So lazima angelipa huyu agent na yeye mwenye ajilipe. You see, so it was a chain. Because my friend, the moment this agent got direct jobs na hii kampuni, the next group that came actually paid, I think, around 50 to 70 Gs. So it depends. Unaona, so I can't really, siezi hata mkasirikia or anything. And he was quite genuine. And also consider medical pia. Medical usually cost around 7 Gs, 6,000, 7,000. I don't know why these agents, they have somewhere where they send you. You see? So wakikisha kutuma, wanakwambia hapa nipo unafaa kufanywa medical and everything. So, and then, hivyo. And then, nini ingine ilikuwa ina cost? Aki sikumbuki. What else? So, it's all about the agent fee. Then kuna medical. Obviously, na pesa zako za kuja kuanza maisha nazo. You don't come empty-handed and you're coming to another country, si ndio? So, and what else? Obviously, by then me, I had a passport. And so, that's all that you need. Yeah. So me, mostly I usually tell people, for anyone who usually asks me for advice, muambia, mimi nilichukua loan. I will not be afraid to say it. I took a loan, and then when I came here, I started paying the loan pole. You see, because there is no how me by then ati ningekuwa na 200k zimekaa tu mahali na ziangalianga tu hivi na marafiki zangu wako na zienda anyway. So let me stop joking. So anyway, me, I took a loan and I paid it. You see, so lazima ukue pia committed and everything. Kwa sababu kuna watu wanakwambia ngati, mi nataka kuja Dubai but sina do, niko tu na passport, nataka agent hata nilipisha commission. Imagine on a rare case, unless unatafuta kazi ya nyumba. Na kazi ya nyumba ni tricky sana. Mimi kazi ya nyumba, I'm not saying it's a bad job, but it requires a lot of patience also. And it's something that I have never done, kusema ukweli, sijaifanya. So I wouldn't also advise someone kitu sijaifanya. Plus, my friends, I would advise them for a job that I know they will feel comfortable, you see. Unless uko in a desperate situation. So, first and foremost, mimi nilikuja na agent. How much does it cost? It depends with the job that you're coming to. Can you apply direct? Yes, you can. There is a LinkedIn. Unaweza tafuta job LinkedIn. Apply direct. Unaweza tafuta agent. Una apply huko. And then also, obviously, there's the commission thing. You have to look for the commission money. And then also you really need to do a lot of research on that. Unless huyo agent ashaipeleka mtu unajua, go with that person. But kama si mtu ashaipeleka mtu unajua, wachana tu na yeye. Because I have friends who have been conned. Kabisa, mtu amekoniwa ya kwanza, ya pili na ya tatu. Pesa na zinapoteanga. And there is nothing you can do to these guys. And alafu unajua ni Kenya. Kenya utaipata umse. Kukoniwa tu ni rahisi, you get. So it has been quite a journey. And which other agent do I know? I know of Lillian on Ngong Road, who pia namjua, and I know she's genuine, just that the process takes long. How long did my process take? Approximately an year or so. Kwa sababu I think we applied mid the beginning of the year, ama around April hapo. So we kept on pushing the agent, ni aje, hakuna job, nini. And then we kept on pushing. Alikuwa na jobs but hazikuwa zile vitu, kwa sababu alikuwa na teaching jobs. Mimi sijaifunza mtu yote job, kufunza shule. So things like those I was preferring not to take chances with. So and then actually what really happens is here, you cook your CV depending na kazi yenye unatafuta. You get? So for example, mimi at the moment I work in a spa. So, and previously I was working in a restaurant. So those are different places. You get? Sasa what happened, my agent, because he was a good friend anyway, na alikuwa anyway, tuache hiyo. So in that agency kulikuwa na wako watu wa ine or something. So me, I was speaking to the young one, that's why nani Charlie, so we became so close and everything. And he's such a nice guy. Even him, he came after, because actually hiyo ilikuwa biashara ya brother yake. So the brother is the brother-in-law actually. The brother-in-law is still in Kenya. For him, I think he was here and then he went back to Kenya anyway. He's such a nice guy. So he made for me the CV. You see, so alinitengenezea CV akaniambia, this is the CV that you need to read and you need to cram it. You know, nowadays I don't know whether the jobs that are available mtu ulizwa sana ama they usually follow up, but kuna zile jobs zinakuanga very serious. There's a friend of mine who got a job with a very good company, and she had cooked her CV proper. And they called the other company and they asked, do you know so and so? And then that company said, no, we have never employed such a person. So that's how she lost her job. So me, I would advise, do your research first, and then there is no job hauwezi fanya. Hakuna job huwezi fanya. That is one thing that I came to realize here. All you need is training. Unaona? Kwa sababu actually what I was doing in Kenya, I was a cashier. There's nowhere, as much as I have a diploma in something to do with mathematics, but yani I had to go for training. Luckily enough, the company I was working for before I came here was taking us for trainings for like 2 weeks. Ukisha trainiwa ni hivi unashika, unaona? So even here, when I came here, the job is completely different. They trained us for 2 weeks also, because the system that we are using is quite different. So hizi niulize, mimi ni gwiji, my friend. So I can train someone. So it's all about training. And then what else should you consider if you get a job here? First, muambia mtu, make sure if you're going to be paid, let's say if you're going to be paid 50 Gs or something less than 100K, sawa? Tuanze less than 100K, make sure this company is giving you accommodation. Make sure this company is giving you transportation. Food is affordable. You can afford to give yourself food. You see, if it is a restaurant, if you are coming for a waitress job, it's good, even if they are paying you like 50 Gs, 60 Gs, 40 something, because this company most probably is giving you accommodation, giving you transport and food. You see, so these are very important things. The company I'm working for gives me transport and gives me accommodation. The cost of living here is very expensive. Mr. Danganya, it's very expensive. More so houses. There's something called bed space here. There's bed space, and then there's the studio apartments, obviously, and then 1 bedroom. The studio ni bed sitter ya Kenya. Bed space, you rent a bed. You don't rent a whole room because you can't afford it. You find renting a whole room cost around 54 Gs ama 50 Gs. You see? So you can't really afford. We imagine umepata job inakulipa 50 Gs alafu rudi ukomboe hao inakulipisha the same amount of money. I remember there was a friend of mine who had rented a house and it was a studio, that is a bed sitter. but it was quite spacious because it only had a bed and a space for like dining, and then a kitchen and a bathroom. And by then she was paying around 3,000 dirham, which is approximately 100 and something, if I'm not wrong. It's the dirham exchange rate is right now is 29 and something. So unaona it doesn't, at some point unaona unajifinyilia pia kulingana na mshahara yenye unalipwa, unaona. So it's upon you. Bed space, they are quite uncomfortable. I have never stayed in a bed space anyway sijaienda, but I have visited some people. But it depends with the people you're staying with. Sometimes it can be very, very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. I visited one to make my hair, and I can tell you for sure, it's something that you have never seen in Kenya. And you know, in Kenya, we are so used to having our own space. We are so used to having our own houses. And you expect that huku utakuja na uweze afford at least one bedroom. But no. Afford one bedroom niite kamau. See, so it's quite expensive. So that's why when you're getting a job offer, make sure that the company that is hiring you, how much are they paying you? Are they paying for your ticket? After how long are they going to pay for your ticket? You see? And then also, are they going to give you accommodation? The key thing ni accommodation. Na hiyo plus hiyo accommodation inakaaje. Usiende tu kutupo mahali na huko. You get? So that's the thing. Those are very important things. At least because you know, if the company is not giving you food, mostly even if they give you food, maybe it's food yenye kufurahishi, so you have to cook for yourself. But there are some companies which are very, very good. So me, if you ask me, for most of my friends, where the category you are in, you need to look for at least a job which is paying you more than 50,000. And if you wish to look for a house job, if you can manage a house job, me, I have no idea about house jobs. I don't know how people come with agent na how much they pay for a house job. Mimi sijui. So that one I cannot really answer. But as for restaurant jobs, yes, they are there and they are very good, and you can survive with those ones. But when you come here, usilale pia. Use your time here to look for another job. You know, like do something. Create connection, know people, know. Also, even in Kenya, talk to people who are here, talk to people who are in Qatar. Qatar also is a good country. The only place yenye inakuanga tricky ni Saudi Arabia because they are a little bit strict with their rules and everything. But here, rules are strict, but you can follow them. Aziko ile ati lazima utoke nje kama umejifunika or anything, no. But there are those rules that unaona, and they are easy to follow. Imagine, they are not that much hectic or anything. No, they don't tell you to go to mosque or every Friday. No, there are churches and ABCD. And also, yani kuna vitu utapata. So that's the thing. That is what I can advise someone. So just make sure that you do your research very, very well to avoid being conned. Also, make sure that the country that you're going to, at least kuna mtu unajua huko, mtu atakuguide, mtu atakwambia, kwa sababu like me, I can tell you a funny story. When I came here, I didn't obviously I first of all kuna kuanga na ile culture shock. So I was shocked to find out that hakuna unga ugali. So luckily enough, where I work, you find 1 or 2, 3 Kenyans coming to visit or something. They come and do their services there. So I remember one lady is the one who told me, unateseka kupata unga ugali. There's this unga called Ewisa, and it's from South Africa. Look for it. It is the same kama unga ya Kenya. And I was like, wow. The moment I discovered that unga, mimi na ugali tunakuanga tuko tu pamoja. You see? Because huku kuna kuanga na what do I say? It's akunanga ile variety of things to eat. So you find yourself eating rice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it can be a little bit tricky as well. So you see, if you don't create connections with people, if you don't get to know people, if you don't talk to people, you will never know about some things, you know. So, and also, but create connections with people who are going to help you. For me, musema, why can't I, kwa nini nisikuambie, this is how I got my job, this is the agent that I used, why, kwa nini nikose kukuambia? You know, wewe kazi yako ni kufuata tu the same channel, you know. Okay, I'm not going to pay for you, but we enda tu kwa huyu agent, kama ako na job atakupatia. You get? And hivyo na utasaidika. That's what I usually say. There are some Kenyans, you will talk to them and ask them, how did you get this job? They will not give you any advice. They will be, mi nilikuja tu, nilihustle. So it's good also for those who are here. Marafiki zangu ambao wako hapa, tafadhalini, if you have friends and they want to come, give them advice. Advise them, guide them, protect them. Be with someone. When they come here, keep in touch. Na if you're coming here also, lazima ukue chap. Unaona, kwa sababu watu pia wako na stress zao. You need to figure out your own shit. Unaona? Sorry for that language. Lazima figure out how to put your things together. For me, most probably, if you come here, I'll be with you in the first 1 month or so. I'll have patience with you. I will guide you and everything. Sitakusaidia all through, but I'll give you a shoulder to lean on, and I will help where I can. You see, I will guide you, and if there is someone where you are located and there's someone that I know can help you or guide you, I'll connect you to that person. That's all I can do. Other than that, I cannot come ni ati saizi nitoke hapa Dubai, nitoke hapa Abu Dhabi nikuje Dubai nikusaidie kutafuta kazi. Aki siezi. You need to be with other tamakas, because I work from around 8 to 8. So I'm at 10 to 8. Aki sina time, and I only have 1 day off. So when you come here also, wewe pambana tu. You get? We pambana everything. Mimi, I'll be here to guide you and to tell you this is how you're supposed to do your things. You need this, you will get it here. You need this is where. If you want me to print for you, lakini hata nikikuprintia na hata tutapatana nikupatie, nitakusaidia aje. So that's the thing. So that's how I came. The conclusion, I came with an agent. Life in Dubai, it's an expensive affair, by the way. So you need to look at the salary that you're being given. Make sure that umefanya very, very good research about the agent that you're coming with, to make sure ya kwamba hata kukon. Sawa. So the agents that I know, mimi mwenyewe na nishai deal nao, najua Lilian, the one in Ngong Road, hapo inaitwa Natukot. She has some attitude, but she's very helpful. Akikupenda atakusaidia. Then my agent, I don't know whether he has jobs at the moment. His name is Sam. I can't remember aki location yake, but in case of anything, in case you need to find out more, ni inbox, I will tell you. So he's located around GPO hiyo area. Sijui hiyo nyumba inaitwa aje. Sijui mimi inaitwa Rehani House ama inaitwa Ruprani House, one of those. And it will cost you approximately not less tuseme 70,000 up to around 150,000. So you need to have those, and you need to have a passport. There's no how you will look for a job without a CV and a document. You know, how are you expecting to travel if you don't have a passport? Sawa. So yeah, that's all that I can share for today. I hope it will be of help to someone somewhere, and you can manage. You can stay in any country. Hata kama kuna joto, you can survive. Let me tell you, can survive. It will take you, utalialia tu mwezi wa kwanza na wa pili. Watatu utakuwa umejua kusurvive, and you really grow. You grow hapa, una grow sana. You really grow. So that's all I can share for today. This video most probably it will be 2 sections, so I'm going to end it now. So adios amigos. If you have any questions, kindly DM me. Mwah. I love you guys.